What's up, my fellow Capricornians? Welcome, guys. I hope you're having a beautifully, phenomenally blessed day. Thank you for joining me for a moment in Becky's House of Cards. I just want to let you guys know that it is a true honor being here, providing you with these messages. I hope that they find you well, and I hope that they remind you that you're the one that has the power in your life, and to take back that power and listen to that inner voice and do what is best for you always. Please like this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel down below, set that notification bell so you always know when the next video does go live. You guys may hear some clocks in the background. I'm visiting family and there's a lot of clocks here, so I can't do anything about it. So just hang in there with me. But today we are going down the rabbit hole with a new way of going about this. So I won't have any timestamps down below because I'm just going to get into the reading as it comes. So we'll see what messages come out from Source. And let's get into it, guys. What messages, Source, do you have for Capricorn? How can we help them out? How can we help them along their way? What messages do they need to hear at this time? Definitely off the bat, I feel like you guys may be dealing with a Cancer or an Aquarius, and I feel like there's this need to realize that you guys are on a spiritual journey and that it's okay to be different than other people. I feel like there might be somebody that's judging you and you don't want to face that reality, and you don't want to face the sense that there is something more waiting for you that's more fulfilling, rather than sitting here and letting other people tell you how you need to be. Sometimes what happens is we become our own worst enemies in regards to it, and there's this need to just really go beyond. And what I said in the beginning, just take back your own control. Stop letting somebody determine what it is that you're doing with your life. No matter how strange it may seem to them, it's exhausting to try and prove to other people who you are and what it is that you're doing, especially if they don't understand. So there's definitely this sense that I need to tell you guys that, a message coming through right off the bat. Let's get into it. What messages do you have for Capricorn, Source? What do they need to hear? Thank you. Okay, we have the 9 of Coins in the upright. Yeah, so you guys need to realize your own potential, your own confidence, and your own self-worth. Hold on just a second, guys. Let me grab this off the floor. Okay, yeah, so you're trying to find your own self-worth, find your own value. You know, definitely seeing that you are worthy of being independent and strong, and you are capable of getting what it is that you want in life. I feel like somebody came in and they're just offering this immature love. Like, this is, I'm going to offer you a little bit, and then I'm going to take a lot of it. I don't want to offer you anything more than that. I just want to give you a little bit of love. So you could be dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. It's like they may be trying to convince you that they want a commitment, and they're doing a good job at it, and you're still in this energy of like, I'm happy being on my own. So it could be a Taurus that's trying to come in, or Scorpio. Now, this is interesting. So everybody says that the Knight of Cups is the most romantic in the deck, and maybe in the Rider-Waite tarot, but in my tarot, he's actually very superficial. He gives very shallow love, right? So when you think of Scorpio energy, they're very deep. They're very capable of having a very deep emotion. However, they very much are on guard about themselves, and they will not open up to anybody unless it's worth it to them. But they may offer very superficial love. But again, this is like that I'm going to have my cake and eat it too energy. And so I feel like they're really trying to convince you that they want this connection, a spiritual connection with you, but they don't have much to offer you. Now, if this was the Queen or the King of Cups, maybe then it would be worth it. But this is still very superficial love, and they're still basing their love on something that has gone in the past. The reason they don't want to give you deeper love is because they base all their experiences on their past, and everything is reminiscent of that to them. And so I feel like you're still in this energy of, I just want to stay independent. I don't want to get involved with somebody, but they're making it very difficult. Okay, all these want to come out. Let's see what we got here. This was the first one. Yeah, so we have the 2 of Swords in the upright. And this is just Source saying that if you take the steps necessary for yourself, they will always be there walking you through. Like, you don't have to worry about this. Like, you can take time to see if this person is truly sincere in what it is that they're offering you, or if they're only offering it to you because they see you in this Nine of Pentacles energy and they think that you have something that you can give to them, right? It's like no matter what, they still have their back turned to you. And here, they're only facing this. It's like they're really, truly trying to convince you that they want a commitment. They're the ones reaching out to you. And it's like you're the one on the throne here. Look at that. This is about spiritual growth, right? The Lovers in my deck talks about spiritual growth, being connected with the divine feminine within. It's also could be that you're getting put in a third-party situation as well. However, in this energy, it's really being over here on this Nine of Pentacles, showing that there is this sense of finding balance within yourself, Capricorn. It's like learning that balance within so that you can move forward with your own life. Like, you're definitely healing past wounds so that you can make a decision of who you want in the future. It's like, I don't want to jump into anything. This is what I heard. I don't want to jump into anything unless I know it's worth my time. Right? Again, it's almost like embodying that Scorpio energy. I don't want to jump into anything because if it's taking me away from myself, it's not worth it. And Scorpios are like that. Look at that. A page, clarifying a page. You have the Page of Coins here. It's like, look at this little bunk-ass offer that they're giving you. That's why it's like you're here in this energy of really focusing on yourself. And I think that's a great energy to be in. I feel like there are times when you really think that this is worth your energy to go in. Look at that. We have the Queen of Cups on the bottom. I feel like this is you. Right? This is your energy. It's like you're in this Queen of Cups. It's like being secretive of your emotions, holding your emotions close to you, and taking action based on that, based on how you feel intuitively, and listening to your own truth, and finding self-love, and really being grounded in your heart space, you know? Like this is also seeing things from a fresh perspective. It's like you're very comfortable in the skin that you're in right now with the Hangman here. You see things from a new perspective. It's like you're no longer just chasing after whoever comes towards you. And I feel like there was a time when it was like you wanted the attention from others, and so you would just chase after anybody who would give you that attention, and you realized that that wasn't getting you what you wanted. It was putting you in some really precarious positions. It was putting you in situations where there was no love being returned. And I feel like that is the reluctance of you moving forward with this situation currently, you know? It's like the universe has something else to offer you here, which is being made apparent with this Page of Pentacles or this Page of Coins here. It's like, this is something that the universe is offering you. And you know that. You've got that in your headspace. It's something that you're thinking about. But you're like, it's going to come in a different way than what it's always come to me as. And this person's still presenting themselves to you as in the old way. So this is, okay, so I heard it. It's a test. It's a test. Look at that. The Two of Swords coming out, clarifying the Two of Swords. This is you taking action for yourself. This is you taking action towards what you want to do. Like, no matter what, with it in the reverse, this is saying that you're on the path to a positive outcome. With it in the upright, it's saying that if you take those steps, you'll be afforded protection. So either way, the Two of Swords is a good card to have. But coming out as the first card, as a clarifying card here, I feel like I need to put this here. It's like, you're on the path to a positive outcome because you're doing what's best for you. And that is what matters. That's why Source is testing you. It's like, are you really willing to do and take what information you've learned along this journey and put it into play? Or if I send you these pages, because you're bright light, they're being drawn to fire like a moth to, right? Like a moth to a flame. That's what I heard. It's like they're being drawn to you like a moth to a flame. It's like, are you going to let them burn themselves out? Or are you going to be the one that jumps out and goes after them? You know, a flame doesn't jump after the moth. The moth comes to the flame. Right, okay, so we have the 10 of Wands here coming out in the upright. I just feel like there is a friendship with you right now between you and this person. And I feel like you being just honest with them is going to show them that you're not ready to take this leap with them. And I feel like your friendship will become stronger. You guys will build a stronger bond. I feel like you understand that this person's not exactly on the same level as you are, you know. we're all at different paths. We're all at different paths on our spiritual journey. We're all at different places. We're all at different vibrations. I feel like you see this person, they have good intentions for you, but it's not necessarily like they kind of want something out of you. You feel that too. And so that's the thing. It's like there's definitely this sense of wanting to control the situation. And I feel like this is their energy. It's like you want this to be a good friendship. And Source is saying just communicate that to them, that all you want is friendship at this time. And they may come back with a sense of trying to control the situation. And if they do, Capricorn, then you know. But this could be a Sagittarius that you're dealing with. It doesn't have to be, but it could be. I feel like there's going to be a secret that's revealed to you soon, too. It's definitely been something that the collective has been dealing with, but it feels like that. Yeah, look at that. We have the Ace of Coins coming out. So coming out over the Pope here, Source is saying there's going to be an offer soon. But this is like a new opportunity. You're going to get a new opportunity, something that's going to match you in the spiritual realm, right? With the Lovers here, you're a very spiritual individual. You're very spiritual. You have 5 and 6 coming out representing you, and it's like 11, being able to just do what's right for you. You know, everybody says 11 is a master number for love. When you only look at it that way, yes, it is a master number in regards to love, but there's so much more to it. Okay, all of these wanted to come out. There's so much more to it than just love. When you look at it on a personal level, it's talking about you being clear and concise in your own actions and being okay with the decisions that you make and just doing it. So with this Ace over the 5, we have 6 coming out again. So 666 is a very powerful number, talking about finding balance, self-balance with yourself. Oh my gosh, I can't even make this up. So we have the 5 of Wands coming out in the upright. We have the 5 of Coins coming out in the upright. And we have the Star, and I feel like the Star needs to go here. So there's definitely some sense of guilt coming from this person. I feel like they feel guilty that maybe they turned you down in the past. Maybe you're the one that went after them and they turned you down and they feel bad about it. And now that you're glowing up, they're like, oh, let's go after Capricorn. Like, let's do something with Capricorn because, you know, Capricorn's looking good over there, right? And you're like, are you serious? Like, you're the one that turned me down, not the other way. And I feel like that's why they feel guilty about it, too. It's like they knew that they did it only because you're the one that's glowing right now. You're the one that's independent. You're the one that's unencumbered. You're the one that's, like, you looking good, baby. You just looking good. And it's like Source is saying that don't let this guilt bother you because there's like been a mishap in the equilibrium, right? So something has been knocked off of balance, but even though something's been knocked off of balance, there will be balance restored after a time. And it's like once the balance is restored, something huge is going to happen with this 5 of Coins here in the upright. It's like something big is coming. You okay, Mama? Sorry guys, just checking on my dog. Right? And this is 10 coming out. So this is saying this is the end of a cycle for you. There's going to be new abundance coming. And it's just upsetting too. I feel like there's a huge wave of just frustration. And I do feel heartbreak. So I feel like maybe this person broke your heart. And I feel like you don't want to break their heart because you don't want to pass on. It's like that energy. You don't want it to be an eye for an eye, but it's like at the same time you're just kind of like, look, like I'm done with this. I'm done with being in these situations. Yeah. You're letting go of toxic situations. Because you realize that they are toxic for you. You realize that like this is that unprincipled quest of money, addiction. This is like being so perverted comes out with this card too. Like this is just somebody who wants you to idolize them, even though they might put you in a third-party situation. And didn't I say that at the beginning, that you might have been in a third-party situation? Look at that. You're healing. You're healing from these toxic situations with the Judgment here. The spiritual healing, spiritual fulfillment. This is overcoming the difficulties in your life. Realizing that you're the one that's in charge. You're the one that can listen to your angels. You're the one that can trust the process. Nobody can make you trust the process. You're the one that has to trust the process, right? These are power cards coming out for you guys. You've got a huge grip of mystery cards coming out, and it's like telling the story that this person wanted to get you into a situation that's not going to serve you. And I feel like maybe they're doing it subconsciously, you know, with this devil here in the reverse. I feel like this person's doing it subconsciously. They're not aware of it. This could just be how they've acted in the past, and it's just something that they're used to. But to be open and vulnerable is something that they will not be able to give to you. And it's like, that's how you show up. You show up open and vulnerable. Look at that. You could be dealing with a Cancer. Yeah, they're just in this energy of not wanting to see you succeed. I feel like you're working on something that's like an entrepreneurial ship, and you're really working on that. And you're really trying to bring in that balance with yourself. And they don't want to see that, right? It's like they want to be approved by you. They need to be approved by you. I feel like this is how you've been in a past life too, or in your past this life. You needed approval from them, and you needed approval from other people in general. And I feel like you've overcome that, and it's like you're healing from that. And so it's like they're just trying to tell you to find your strength and move forward. Look at that, the Queen of Wands. Baby, you sexy as hell. You sexy. That's why this person running after you. You're taking care of yourself. You're glowing. You're looking good. Your hair is looking good. Like, it doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. Like, you just look really good. And and it's like, look, you're aware. She's very intuitive. She's strong. She's bold. People don't understand her because she's willing to stand in her power. And it's like you're looking at this, and you see the healing coming from a situation, and you're overcoming this. Being stuck in a world where you feel like you need to be approved by others. Okay, how many cards is this here? So a whole grip of cards coming out. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, you're finding your strength. 11 coming out again. It's like you're the one that's taming. You're turning your back on this. You're turning your back on needing to be approved by others. We have another page coming out. This person only has one thing to offer you. They can only offer you sex, and they can only offer you one-sided love, which means that you'd be the one that loves them, not the other way around. Let me check my time here, guys. Okay. Look at that. The Page of Coins coming out on the bottom again. Yeah, that's all they have to offer. Yeah, this could very well be a Scorpio. Maybe the Death. This is you letting go of things that are no longer serving you. Look at that. He's like cutting him out. Cut out that bullshit. I don't need somebody that's immature. I don't need somebody that doesn't know what they want. I don't need somebody that's going to tie me down. And this could be a man or a woman, it doesn't matter, but you have come into a place of being independent and understanding of yourself, and you don't need someone to deter you from your journey. And I feel like this is just that test. Are you really willing to use the information that you've gotten along the way and really make that step forward for yourself, you know? Okay, wow, I didn't want that many, but I guess we'll take them. This one's been popular. Listen to your body. What is your body telling you? Like, maybe you have spent time with this person sexually, and maybe you got sick and you weren't sure why. Well, that's a huge telltale sign that you're not meant to be with this person. Aquarius coming out. So you could be dealing with an Aquarius. Also, this is talking about, when I said that in the beginning, like, being okay with your uniqueness. Like, don't fight that. Don't fight the situation. Don't fight the fact that you're not doing what it is that they want you to do. Don't fight that. It's okay to be different. Codependent patterns. Exactly. This person can only offer you codependency, and I feel like that's what you're healing. You're healing codependency from generational curses, and it's like that's something that's going to continue to present itself until you truly overcome it. And it will still arise from time to time to just make sure that you've overcome it. You take a vacation. It's time for you to get out of Dodge, Capricorn. Get the hell out of Dodge. Why? Because it's just time for you to see things from a fresh perspective. I think you just need to get maybe out of your zip code for a little while. I had someone tell me this once. Just go get out of the zip code. You don't have to get out of the state. Just get out of your zip code, you know, like, or your area code. And, you know, there's, I don't know if you're like, here in Colorado, there's like 3 or 4 area codes, and there's tons of zip codes. But wherever you go, just go somewhere new, you know, like, visit. I need time alone. I think this is you. I think this is what you need to tell this person. It's just like, I just need time to be by myself. I need to see what it is that I really want with my life. Not on the spiritual journey. What did I say? You're very spiritual, and they're just not. They're not on this journey with you. Like, they're not going to grow with you. They're not going to overcome things with you. It's like they want you to do it for them. And here you are coming into alignment. Boom. That's it. That's what this is a test about. It's like, are you willing to hold on to your alignment? Are you willing to fight for your alignment, to change those things that were happening, to change those codependent patterns? The green monster, jealousy. Yeah, so that's why this person wants to tie you down, because they're jealous of you. They're jealous of what you've done with your life. They're jealous of how much you've grown. They're jealous of everything. And it's like something that you don't need to deal with. So again, this could very well be a friendly. I kept getting that this is a friendship. With this 10 of Wands in the upright, that this is a friendship. Heart chakra. Yeah, you're healing your heart chakra in the matter. Like, it's time for you to heal the heart chakra, because when you open your heart, you're going to see that this person's not on a spiritual journey, and that it's okay, because you're doing something different than what this person says you need to be doing. And that's not wrong. That's not a bad thing. It might seem bad to them, but that's to them, not to you. Like, you're realizing that this person feels guilty. This person, and the reason they feel guilty, it has nothing to do with you. I think maybe they did turn you down, and that's why they felt guilty, but the real guilt comes from them not being able to do what it is that you've been doing, Capricorn. You've grown up. Like, that's the thing. The glow up is real. Consider your foundation. I don't know why they wanted me to turn that over, but let's go with it. Don't worry, I'll read these to you guys. We'll go into them a little bit deeper. I feel like you've just given so much in regards to this person. And you just feel like, you're like, damn, I've given so much. Like, why can't you just appreciate me? Well, the reason they can't appreciate you is because they don't even appreciate themselves. They don't know how to. They don't know how to appreciate anything in life. It's like, when jealousy comes out, like, that's always somebody that sees everybody else is doing better than them. So this is a person who constantly compares themselves to everybody that's around them. Like, oh, why don't I have life like they do? Why don't I think the way that they do? Why don't I have the money like what they have? Like that's the thing. That's what's coming out. These two cards came out, which makes so much sense. Right? They have all this energy, and it's like all they can do is compare themselves to everyone else. And rather than comparing yourself to somebody else, you need to begin to see the truth of who you are. There's no reason to compare yourself to anybody else, because we're all unique and beautiful, and that's what makes us wonderful. And sometimes that's hard to see, because we grew up in a society where people really truly think that other people have it better than them. But you know what? There's this story that I feel compelled to tell you guys briefly here. Hold on just a second. Let me check on my dog. Sorry, guys. She is on medicine. She gets overworked, and poor thing, I haven't been able to take her on a walk, because she just walks a little bit and she starts coughing her head off, and I feel terrible. So hopefully in the next few days I'll be able to take her out. Anyways, let me come back to the story that I was trying to tell you guys. So there's a story about a man who walks into heaven, and he tells the guys who are running heaven that, I'm tired of my life. I'm tired. It's so heavy. I can't deal with it. I can't do anything with it. And they're like, okay, well, let us take you to the cross room. And they take him into this room that's full of crosses, and they put down your cross, and then you can pick out any cross in here that you want. And he's like, really? And they're like, yeah, any cross that you want. If you feel like your burden is too much to bear, then you can pick out any cross in this room. And so he starts going through the room, and he sees crosses that he can't even see the tops of. He sees all these crosses, some that are really big, some that are really heavy. He sees all these crosses, but none of them are small, right? And he's like, wow, this is crazy. After walking around in the room for so long, he gets back, and he sees this cross all the way over in the corner, and it's this little tiny cross, and he's like, that's the one that I want. And they're like, my son, are you sure that's the cross that you want? And he's like, yeah, that's the cross that I want to take. I want to trade my cross for that one. They said, but my son, that's the cross that you brought in. We're never given more than we can handle, but the reason that people compare themselves to everybody else is because they feel like everybody else has it better than they do. When in reality, most people would not be able to carry the burdens that another person goes through. You're given what you're meant to handle in this life. So when the green monster comes out, that's exactly what it's saying. This person thinks that you haven't been through it, but what I know is that you have. I'm not discrediting anything that you've been through, Capricorn. In fact, I'm honoring that. I'm saying that you've been through it and you know that they couldn't handle it, but it's not something to go back and be like, don't say that you could handle my life because you couldn't. No, it's just, there's no reason to say anything. I say this story so that you can understand the only person that you need to validate is yourself. You don't need validation from them. You don't need validation from me. You don't need validation from anybody. You need to realize that the burden is yours to bear because you are the one who can bear it. So we have childhood innocence coming out. This makes perfect sense. It's like you getting in touch with your childhood innocence. What did I say? It's like you're vulnerable and they have a hard time coming vulnerable to the situation. Well, when you let go of the darkness, you shine the light on your inner child. What do you think you're doing? You're being vulnerable because you're allowing that inner child to come out, the one that was blocked off by so many people when you were growing up, right? Well, this person's going through it right now, right? We have volcano virality. It's like, I feel like you saying no to them is like the worst thing in the world. They feel like the worst thing in the world right now. And so it feels like their whole life is falling apart. And this could be for you as well. It feels like right now everything is falling apart, but just know that this is caused by source. Okay, this is caused by source because when things fall apart, they're falling into place, okay? And that's what's going on. So there's definitely like a lot of anger that's coming through. But for this to go over the green monster jealousy, that's just saying it's like they're just so jealous. They feel like they deserve where you're at. And it's not to make you mad, Capricorn. It's just to make you see. It's like if you could see that from a higher perspective of love, just saying, wow, like they really cannot work on themselves because they're so concerned about where everybody else is on their journey. Look, and then you have 34 coming out, which is 7, Tiger and Will. And this is talking about for those of you that definitely are holding the feminine energy, don't be afraid to exert your power. Exert your will. Say what you want. Set your boundaries. You know, with the 7 of coin coming out in the reverse, definitely talking about setting strong boundaries, you know, not being afraid to set those boundaries. You don't need approval from others. So it's like when you can't set boundaries, you're looking to please everyone. And this is just saying stop pleasing everyone because you're just not for everybody. No matter how much you want to be, you're just not. Okay, and that might hurt, but at the same time, it's a very empowering thing when you realize that. Okay, and let's read these last 2 cards here. So we have number 50. Consider your foundation. Look at how committed you are to love. It says, love means committing without guarantees. In love, we give ourselves completely in the hope it will be lasting. Love is an act of faith. Surround yourself with love and know that your life will be better for it. Strong relationships and love can come from friendship. For lasting love, support those you treasure and be a genuine friend. So your relationships are based on affection, common values, and shared respect. Take things slow. It is important not to rush. Release any fear you have about love. If a person brings out the best in you and you in them, things are on the right track. It's talking about bringing light and positive blessings to you. So it's like Source is promising you love. For this to come out over the Lovers card again, like I said, it's not necessarily talking about love per se, but it can absolutely foreshadow that. And so it's just saying that just have faith. It's like this is not what you're meant to have. You're meant to have something that's firm, that's solid, that's reliable in this life. And sometimes I feel like we just get so hopeless because we keep getting offered the same thing. And it's like, especially as you're healing, as you heal that within you, those things will still continue to arise because it's like overcoming it within yourself, right? Mama. It's all right, baby girl. Lay down. Oh, mama. Oh, you know when they're sick, you just wish you could take it away from them. Hold on just a second, guys. Let me make sure she's okay. I'm so sorry. All right, guys. And before you get upset, yes, she is on medicine. Yes, she's been diagnosed, and we're just taking care of it. Unfortunately, some things you just have to let ride their course. It's just miserable. That's all. She'll be okay, though. She's feeling a lot better than she was. So for you guys, you got 21, Orchard Priestess of Destiny. It says the Orchard Priestess of your highest spiritual destiny calls to you now, beloved. She calls you to your purpose, path, and soul passion. You're called to rise again and again, right? That repeat when you feel like things are hopeless and they keep coming back, right? She will call you always with her sweet flute playing deep in your heart, blossoms of orchard and chrysanthemums falling from her feet, stirring your heart to quest for your truest soul passion. You may have felt different than those around you at different times in your life. This is meant to be, beloved one. You cannot be a pioneer of different consciousness on this planet if you feel completely comfortable in the consciousness that already exists around you. Do you know that this was chosen on purpose so you could be on purpose? Your soul chose to be of service by not fitting in so that it would remember through things not feeling right that it was meant to help correct and heal the consciousness on our planet, starting with the self. Once the self was able to correct and align the consciousness within so that it matched the love and peace that existed deep in the heart, it would be easier to help others do the same, if even just by inspiration. Okay? It says your divine destiny is calling you, and this means it's time to unplug from mass consciousness at a deeper level than ever before, to really let go of beliefs and thought forms that do not serve your highest destiny, no matter how unchallengeable they may seem to be. Okay, so that's the thing. It's like you're just being called to let go of those things that are holding you back, those things that are keeping you in a place of stagnation, which is why it's over this, right? This is your judgment. This is you learning how to overcome those things that are no longer serving you. This is you learning how to let go of those old beliefs that have maybe tried to overcome your life and to keep you in these energies of going back to people who have nothing to offer you. You must first change yourself in order to change the world, okay, Capricorn? I'm sending you out so much light and love. Just know that you're not alone, that Source is proud of you. Your angels, your guides, they're so very proud of you. You've come so very far. Stand firm in your boundaries on this journey, and you will see things begin to change. Start to feel good within so you can see the good without. Okay, this is what I have for you, and I hope you guys, it finds you well. With that being said, go forth boldly, my fellow Capricornians, and courageously find creative ways to rise above in life, laughter, and love. Until we meet each other again. Mwah. Peace out. I love y'all. Bye.